Yo guys, what's up? I was gonna make the background video. I was gonna make a video just on that because I thought it was pretty funny how I play. But I decided I'll just use it as background video. And I saw a video by Armor King, I believe is the YouTuber's name, talking about which characters could return, what would be cool or not. And that made me think that about 5 characters that should not return. Like seriously, just these characters are completely off limits in my mind, at least. There's very little justification for them returning. So yeah, let's just get right into this. I know I'm about to probably catch a lot of flack, especially by the first one I'm just gonna mention right now. Just get her out the way. But fuck it, I don't care. So for number 5, I'm just gonna bring it up right now. It's Christy. And I see a lot of people ask for Christy, but Christy is one of the most or one of the least popular characters I believe ever. Um, Seriously, I mean Christy is just such a shit DLC pick. Why? For one reason, for one, real quick, imagine if you have a season pass, right? And everybody's asking for characters, and you already got Eddie. So this is Eddie isn't a choice. Eddie's already in the game now, right? And imagine you're excited for I don't know, say season 3, and you see fucking Christy. You have 2 capo characters. Are you fucking kidding me? I would lose my shit. That would be the worst thing ever. Seriously, that is genuinely probably the worst DLC choice in history. Um, some people like to argue, well, they don't they could play like Christy play like Eddie before and Christy now, or sorry, Eddie now. But I don't believe that would work. For one, Eddie still has most of the moves. They just work differently. He still has most of the same moves, and he has what he has now. Sure, he has some more annoying 50-50 game plan with some new moves, but overall it'd be basically the same thing. And some people would be like, well, what about why don't you give the same energy to Armor King and King? Well, they don't play the same at all. Like Armor King is, don't get me wrong, he's a grappler, but he's not strictly a grappler. Like King is mostly a grappler. It's not the same case for Armor King. Armor King works way different, and he's more. He honestly plays more like a Mishima than anything, or maybe not necessarily just a Mishima, but that if that makes sense. And same thing for Nina and Anna. They're both aggressive characters with a lot of similarities, but they also have a lot of differences, like Armor King and King. Armor King and King have a few similar key moves, like forward 2-1, forward 4, neutral 2, and whatever. But when you start looking at it, a majority of their moves are different. Even the animations for the similar moves they have are different. For example, Shining Wizard, they work completely different. Um, but yeah, so I think it would just be an awful choice to have Christy. Only way that I could see Christy coming back is if you make her into a skin. That could work. I don't think that anybody would have an issue with that. Eddie, like people would pay for it if they really cared. Other people wouldn't have to, and I think that'd be great. I'm like wasting like a season pass slot. That would be the dumbest shit ever. Seriously. Also, quick side note before I go to the next character. Eddie and Christy literally released. Sorry, well, Eddie is before Christy, but Christy, when she released, Eddie was her counterpart. They weren't 2 separate characters. They were quite literally the exact same character. Um, so take that as you will. King and Armor King have never been press this costume and you'll get that. They've always played different since Tekken 1, unlike Christy and Eddie. And also, one more point. I know that I keep adding points and points, but people say, what about Kuma and Panda? Well, the thing with Kuma and Panda is, as shitty as they are, they're free, so you can't really fucking bitch about them as much as you can about Eddie and Chrissy, who would both be DLC. So please use your brains. At number 4, I have Forest Law. This character is so fucking stupid. He looks just like Martial Law mostly. So it's debatably worse than the Christy thing because at least Christy has like titties for the Gooners. She was the old version of Maya Rizzo from way back when. But now people, it's in a much smaller scale. Admittedly, I've been seeing some people ask for Force, and it's like, are you fucking stupid? Just play martial law. What difference is there? Like seriously, um, just go play tag 2 or some shit. And I'm not making this video as to characters I hate because if I were to make characters I hate, Anna would have never made it into the game in my opinion, and characters like Cooney and Bob would be fuck no. But that's not what I'm making it on because Cooney is at least unique. Bob has his own shit. I mean, as much as I don't like Bob, I mean he does play differently than most characters. I mean he's a Mishima, so he play like well he's not a Mi. Yeah, he's Bob Mishima. Yeah, he's a Mishima. Um, he plays sort of like a Mishima, but he is still a bit different because he has crazy evasion for whatever reason. I guess it's a funny fat guy with evasion joke. Um, But characters like Forest Law and Christie, why the fuck would they ever return? Why are people asking for these guys? Please, this isn't tag two. All right, for number three, we have Katarina. I mean, this character fucking sucks. She's just Christy, but worse. They don't fight the same, but they both have big titties and they're Brazilian, so it's basically the same shit. Um, Seriously, Katarina is such a boring character. Nothing interesting about her. Her moves suck. Everything about her sucks, except like her how strong she is. She's actually pretty strong, but I don't think many people know it because nobody actually plays her. No high rank person mains her. Seriously, I've never met a high rank player who actually mains her. Only person I can think of that even played her is fucking Arson, that's just because Arson likes strong and simple characters. No shade, but I'm not like obviously I'm not taking away from him. He's a great player, but yeah, and I mean, Katarina is just so fucking boring, man. I don't know, man. There's nothing interesting about her. Her voice lines also suck. In English, they just you read them and they're stupid. And in Portuguese, you hear them and you're like, what the fuck? This is even dumber when you actually understand her. She pisses me off. Fuck this bitch. I hate this bitch. So for number two, we have Roger and Alex, so a joint pick here. But it's like nobody picks either. I've never seen somebody online pick either of these two in Tekken 6 or well, Alex is in Tekken 6, but still Tekken 6 or Tag 2. Never seen somebody pick them. Seriously. Um Nobody plays them. I remember. I don't know if you guys remember, but the pre Tekken 8, and at the very start of Tekken 8 as well, everybody was talking about the leaks. Like, oh, this kid, the Rogers and Alex are coming back, and it just never happened because nobody cares about them. Um, the characters are just, they're just whatever. I mean, it's fucking Roger and Alex. I mean, what can you truly say about Roger and Alex? Um, Besides, they'd be a pain in the ass for people who don't want to learn their matchups anyways. I mean, the way they work is not very beginner friendly. Like fighting them at least. I mean, I think people would bitch about them a lot. So let's just keep them out. For honorable, or I guess dishonorable mention, I'd want to add Josie. Why didn't I put her in the actual video, even though she'd be my number one? I hate Josie so fucking much. But deep down, I know she's really not the worst character ever. I just like to say she is because I just like to hate on her because she's annoying. She cries a lot. But she's not the worst character ever, so I can't put her there as the worst character ever. Unfortunately. So, yeah, it's a bit tragic, but let's just get into the true number one. For number one, I was thinking of putting Gonryu because it's like nobody really plays the character either. And it's like it's such a waste of slot. I'm pretty sure it's bottom three pick rate in Tekken 7. But I decided to do the Christian Forest Law route, but for less popular characters because at least Gonryu, I guess, is sort of unique. I mean, he's a sumo wrestler, so he is pretty unique. So let's just go speed running through these characters. Ready? Prototype Jack, clone of Jack. Slim Bob, clone of Bob. Or actually, you know what? Slim Bob could work if you don't bring back Bob, but I think Bob would be better anyways to bring back because he's the more quote unquote iconic version. Fuck Bob, but Miharu. I don't even know how to say it. Um, she should return clone to show you. Um, Now Michelle, Julia, and JC. If you add one of them, it's fine. You can't add all three, right? So it's gonna sound crazy, but I think JC maybe deserves another chance, or or Julia. Julia should be the DLC, I think overall, but JC would be interesting. Michelle, I don't think she has to return, so Michelle could stay gone. Sebastian gone. Tiger gone. Although Tiger's cooler than Christy, but that's just the truth. Everybody knows that. Um, some random fucking characters like Combot. I mean, he should stay gone too. Um, and I think that might be it. At least that I can think of. I don't know who else would be a clone character. But yeah, uh, this top five isn't anything crazy with characters like don't bring back Cooney, don't bring back Marduk or Wang. I mean, when nobody plays Wang, but it's like whatever. Um, yeah. So I think that overall this list is well pretty obvious. I don't think it's that bad. The only one I think people really will disagree with is Christie, but again, I really don't give a fuck because I'm correct 100% of the time. Why? Um, I don't know. I'm just messing around. It's my opinion. Have a good rest of your guys' day or night or whatever it may be. I know right now I'm recording at like 11:30 at night, so have a good day. And just let me know what you guys think. Which characters do you think should return? Which characters do you think should return? And besides that, that's really all I gotta say. Um, yeah, I think that Josie still sucks, and they should probably buff Brian because Tiff didn't do good enough. So yeah, bye.